Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Yankee Stadium.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Today is Monday, August 26th. There are 31 games left in the baseball season. Yankees are in first place by a game and a half. And I've been thinking about how many wins it will take to win the American League East, perhaps to get home field advantage in the American League in the playoffs. And there's also this talk of whether or not the first round bye is actually more of a detriment than a benefit. I think the players would like to have the rest, but in recent years, a number of teams have struggled with that 5-day layoff. But we got 31 games left. And the way I figure it, if you go 20-11, that's 97 wins. That's probably more than we thought the Yankees would get this year. I remember in the beginning of the season, I was thinking maybe 93, 94 wins. But, they've really outdone themselves. And without so many blown saves by Clay Holmes, you could be looking at 103, 104 wins. But I think it's going to take 97 wins, which means we got to win 20 of the next 31 games by my math. And it could take more, but that's just kind of how I figure it. That's my guess, 97. 70 home runs for Judge is not out of the realm of possibility with the way he's been swinging the bat. Been a lot of talk about 63, but it seems like his pace gets higher every day. He's got 9 home runs in the last 10 games. He needs 19 home runs in his final 31 games this season to reach 70. He would be only the third player ever to reach 70 home runs. Mark McGwire was the first in 1998. I remember that summer. It was wild. And even Mark McGwire needed 5 home runs in the final 3 games to get there. And he was seeing a lot of pitches right down the middle because the other team was just just let him hit. It'd be interesting to see if that happens with Aaron Judge. I doubt it. We're definitely going to be playing the Orioles late in September. They're not going to give him much to hit. So, I think realistically between 60 and 64 home runs is what we can expect for Aaron Judge. But it would be wild if he could get there. It would be wild. And look, Mondays suck. Everybody knows that Mondays suck. And this is an unusual Monday for me because I woke up in a good mood because the Yankees extended their first place lead last night with a loss by the Orioles. You had 2 home runs from Judge. You had a home run from Soto, home run from Stanton, 3-run home run from Torres, who looks way better out of the leadoff spot recently. So for once, I woke up on a Monday feeling pretty good. And I've started giving some thought about the playoff roster. Who is going to be on that playoff roster? Could somebody who gets called up in September make it? For instance, Jason Dominguez. We've had some better at-bats recently from Alex Verdugo, but I'm still kind of concerned with his general play overall. Pretty good defender, but man, he has really, really struggled for about 2.5 months offensively. And if you hear some loud noise in the background, that's the landscaping people. Awesome. Right during the middle of my show. Might as well get to the voicemails. Here we go.
I live in New York City. I cannot believe you had the balls to do it.
I just want to wish the guy who called in the voicemail show in April asking for Judge to be traded a very, very happy Monday. Go Yankees.
That sounds like a good idea. While we wait for the landscapers to go away, why don't I play a couple of quick voicemails from earlier this season, in case you missed them.
I love what's going on this year, except for what's going on with Aaron Judge.
He needs to be dropped significantly in the order. If he truly is a captain of quality, he will understand the reason, and it may incite him to produce.
I am so tired of you guys defending Aaron Judge. He sucks. Soto is the heart and soul of the team. I'm tired of everybody saying that it's still early. We are 20 or 30 games into the season. Matter of fact, Judge got the bank. Judge don't care no more. He sucks.
We see it a lot post-big contract letdowns. Yeah, too many double plays. For God's sake, Judge has more double plays than some teams.
And that is why you don't trade your franchise player or bench them or drop them in the order after a cold April. Welcome to baseball. It's a very, very long season.
So does she take the same contract as Judge? He's never going to have a better baseball life ever.
Short and sweet call, but I'll go ahead and tell you right now, there is no way in the world that Juan Soto will take the same contract as Aaron Judge, and it's not about having a better season. Look, Juan Soto is younger than Aaron Judge. Juan Soto is going to be 26 years old when he's a free agent, 4 years younger than Aaron Judge was when he was a free agent. And let's not forget that Juan Soto already turned down $450 million from the Nationals. He wants to get $500+ million, and he's going to. The real question is whether he gets $600 million. His contract is going to be enormous, especially if he can create, or if Scott Boras can create, a bidding war between the Yankees and the Mets, two of the richest franchises in sports. And Cohen has basically endless money. The caller the other day said $18 billion. The Yankees also have stupid money, but both of these teams realistically are going to play in the luxury tax system. They don't want to pay other teams to compete against them, so they're going to try and stay as low as possible with that salary. You don't get rich by spending stupidly, and they don't want to drive up the price of other free agents. So I think Juan Soto is going to get $550, $560 million. It's going to be a bidding war back and forth between the Yankees and the Mets. The Yankees aren't going to bid against themselves. What they're going to do is tell Juan Soto, hey, look, talk to whoever you got to talk to. Make sure you give us your final phone call. We love you. We want you here. We can protect you with Aaron Judge. And we'll try and do our best to make the numbers reasonable as long as they can work out for us and we can still field a competitive team. That's what they're going to tell him. You don't even have to be in the room to know that. The question is, will Juan Soto only want the highest dollar, or will he want, as Rod Tidwell would put it, the Quan, the combination of the money, the winning, the happiness, the situation? And I think just seeing him play and watching how he's adjusted to New York, I think he likes being a Yankee.
Hey, what's up, Derek? I really enjoyed your show, man. Pinstripe Territory, where I go for everything. Got a quick question for you, man. So let's say we are able to give Soto that 50-60 mil, which I hope that's all that it takes, right? How is the rest of the team going to look? I mean, I really do hope Soto stays. I don't know if you know, the Dominican flag is always waving in right field. He's always playing with the feature creatures out there. What you think, man? How is the rest of the team going to look even after signing him? You know, what are some of the positions that we're still lacking? I mean, I love Jazz on third base. Volpe's going to stay there, but, you know, that second baseman, Glaber, and that first base position don't look too great. We're good with outfielders. What do you think, man?
If you hand out an enormous contract of $50 million per year or so to Juan Soto, it's going to force you to use some of your minor league depth to fill out other areas of the roster. Now, the Martian is inexpensive. He's going to take over for Verdugo. That's 100%. Second base, you got Gleyber Torres, a free agent. You can knock $10 million off right there because you can just replace him with Oswald Peraza or Yorbit Vivas. At first base, you've got Anthony Rizzo, but I don't think he's coming back. He's got an option. I think you can replace him with Ben Rice, or even better, Austin Wells, because I want his bat in there more often. Wells is a good catcher, but I would not be opposed to taking his bat and moving it over to first base. He's played a little bit of first base in the past. Most catchers have good hands. They're good at scooping. And so I could see him having some success over there. But, you know, Ben Rice has also had some moments, although he's fallen off a little bit lately. And that means you would have Trevino as your main catcher. Platinum Glove winner, has shown a little bit of the hit tool again this year. And then you got Carlos Narvaez available as his backup. At third base, you know, you probably got to go with Oswald Peraza or Oswaldo Cabrera. I could see them using Yorbit Vivas. So you're going to have to fill in using some of these young guys that can play multiple positions. Volpe's not going anywhere. He's not arbitration eligible yet. So they got him under control. As far as pitching goes, you're not going to go out and sign somebody like Corbin Burns or any of that. You're going to, if you sign Soto, you're basically committing to, we're going to keep mostly the same team and just try and bring up some youth. Garrett Cole has an opt-out. I don't think he will use it. If he does, the Yankees can extend him by one season. I think that they will kind of him and haw on that, but ultimately, if they're forced to, they will do it. Carlos Rodon is signed for multiple years. Luis Gil is young and inexpensive and has proven to be very good. Be interesting to see if Nestor Cortez is back. Clark Schmidt is still pretty inexpensive, and he has proven to be pretty good when he's out there this year. He's been hurt a little bit, but I think the Yankees do have some young options to fill out the roster in the event that they hand out a massive contract to Juan Soto.
Hey, Derek. This is Terry in Ohio. Like a little pet peeve thing for me. Boone's got it in his head that Wells can't hit left-hand pitching. To me, if you've got a weakness like that, you need to play. No, you're not getting any experience if you're sitting on the bench. And also, I kind of like to see Volpe take a day off or put Cabby in there. Cabby's my man, and I don't think Cabby's going to hurt you at all. One game playing shortstop. It's just, I think Volpe needs a little breather, and I think Cabby is the guy that could do it.
Appreciate the call. I agree with you with Austin Wells against lefties and in the development of new skills in general. If you have a weakness, the only way to improve on that weakness is with repetitions. And if he's not playing against lefties, he's not going to get better against them. Now, they do have these specialized pitching machines where it can model a pitcher's basically his windup and his pitch release, everything down to spin rate and the break on their pitches and things like that. So maybe he's getting some work against lefties behind the scene, but it's not the same as hitting in the game. And we've seen him hit the ball hard against lefties from time to time. But I agree with you. More reps is better. As far as giving Volpe a day off, that's a no-brainer. He plays a tough position. He's shown that when he gets some time off, he comes back strong, and he's been slumping lately. I also think that his swing got a little bit big. He hit those home runs coming out of the break and kind of got it in his head that he's a home run hitter again. Whereas when he's hitting line drives like he did in the gap the other day, I think he's a much better player. Quick word from our sponsor, and then we'll be back with more voicemails.
I love a great deal, but I'm not going to run sprints in the outfield just to save a few bucks. It has to be easy. No hoops, no BS. With Mint Mobile, it really is that easy to get wireless for $15 a month with the purchase of a 3-month plan. Purchase and activation is super easy too. The longest part of the process is the time spent on hold waiting to break up with your old provider.
To get started, go to mintmobile.com/territory. There you see that right now, all 3-month plans are only $15 a month, including the unlimited plan. All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. You can use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all your existing contacts.
To get this new customer offer and your new 3-month premium wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/territory. That's mintmobile.com/territory. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/territory.
$45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on their first 3-month plan only. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details.
I cannot believe Aaron Judge is the captain of the New York Yankees. Like, y'all need to realize what y'all are witnessing every single day.
I appreciate the call. I mean, you can go a lifetime and never see somebody hit 60 home runs. And he's going to do it twice in 3 years. And like we mentioned earlier, he's got a shot at 70. And if not this year, over the next couple of years, he could definitely get there. It's one of those things that, as a sports fan, you can enjoy almost more in retrospect and looking back on it than in the moment, because it takes a while to unfold. But at the end of the season, there's going to be all these people who put out the montages of Judge's 64, 65 home runs or whatever. I created that documentary, Chasing History, the Summer of Judge, after his last time. I don't think I'm going to be able to top that. I started working on it, and it's just, with all the copyright stuff, it's just not going to happen. But if you want to go back and watch the 2022 season and see his 62 there, I recommend it. It's my favorite piece of work that I've ever created. But yeah, I mean, this is historic. It's amazing. It's all that stuff. You never run out of superlatives. He's just a man among boys right now.
Juan Soto, also impressive. how many year contract I was thinking? Maybe like 10-year or 9-year for about $700 million. If the Yankees could sign him, that could be great. And for Gleyber Torres, he's doing great too, but I don't know what the outcome will be. Maybe best idea they could give him a contract this year or not.
Your voicemail kind of cut out a little bit there, but, you know, obviously Juan Soto is tremendous. He's probably going to finish top 3 in the MVP voting, if not number 2. But you can't sign him and also sign Gleyber Torres. And I don't think the Yankees have any interest in signing Gleyber Torres. He's been playing better lately. I would say that great is kind of a stretch. He's been getting on base more. He had a home run yesterday. I'll tell you what, we could use great. We could use a great month from Gleyber Torres. Maybe he gets hot in the playoffs, and that ups his value as a free agent. But I don't see any way that he's coming back to the Yankees. All right, everybody, thanks for calling in. I'll check you after the game today. Remember that the game starts at 6:45 tonight against the Nationals. So recap will be a little bit earlier than usual, probably around 9:15, 9:20 or so. So tune in, and we'll catch you then. And Aaron Judge will continue, hopefully, his assault on the record books. All right, today's Nostra Derek prediction. We all know that when Giancarlo Stanton is swinging the bat well, he can be extremely hot. And if he's in the lineup, I think he's going deep again tonight. That home run to dead center field yesterday was impressive. He's hit homers to center field twice in the last few days. He also went deep to right field. He is heating up, and I think we're getting ready to see nuclear Stanton. So my prediction, home run from Giancarlo. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like and give us a subscribe. It helps other Yankees fans find the channel. We're also on all your favorite podcast platforms and social media. Join the community, have some fun. We're here after every game. This is Pinstripe Territory.